Hello YouTube, Arrow Assassin here today, and I want to talk to you about how Ashran works. So, I've seen a lot of people confused about how Ashran works, and I wanted to make a guide in order to make it easier. So, with that, I want to get started with the quests. Basically, the first one is Ashran Dominance. You need 4 event victories and faction leader. You can do this quest as many times as you want. You can get the conquest and gold every time. The champion's draw box is 1 time a week. It resets on Tuesdays. Next is Slay Them All. 200 Alliance or Horde kills. This is also a weekly quest. You get 300 conquests. And if you're new to Ashran on the character, you're also going to get a new quest called to speak to the general. I don't remember unfortunately what it's called, but you just talk to the general. She'll make you talk to 3 guys: the Angry Zerg, Brightblade, and the Windrunner. I haven't done Windrunner's quest yet, but she'll make you explore Ashran. You'll get 3 flares. You can use these up in the sky to let the enemy team, not enemy team, but to let your team know where you need help. So for Brightblade's quest, you need 5 fragments. You'll get these off players or NPCs or just pretty much anything. So you turn into this warlock over here, and after that you'll get blue question marks over NPCs where you can turn them in. So I'll go over them each one by one what they do. Basically, the mage gives you a portal over at the mines, kind of where it's over at the burial grounds, close to where the mine entrance is. You can use it to get back to base faster. The warlock, what he does is give you a portal at Amphitheater and Molten Quarry. It gives you a portal shortcut to each one faster. If the alliance kill it, it's no longer up. Same for the mage, and you have to resummon him. Next I'm going to go over is the warrior one. These are all over, they walk all over Ashran. There's like 6 of them. They're all on wolf routes. They walk slowly all over the place. Basically, they help you in team fights if they're there at the time, so they're pretty useful. They're one of my favorite of all of them here. The final one is Cronus. He's the boss, summonable at the Shaman leader. The Alliance version get the tree. It takes 300,000 to summon, or 3,000 to summon, my bad. So after that, he basically just walks from here to the Alliance base, and vice versa for Alliance. The tree walks to the Horde base, and they help you take down the pretty much the faction boss. So that's what everything does for the fragment turn-ins, guys. And the final thing I'm going to go over for the base is the Quartermaster. Actually, I take it back. I guess these also take fragments to buy things, but yeah. So yeah. Anyways, going on over one by one. The tabard is basically the first item. If you're exalted, you can buy that if you want it for transmog. The Hawk and Flying Machine is not really nothing special. The Ray dismounts your target, reduces your combat effectiveness, pretty good. The Alarm Bot is also good for rogues and ferals, etc. They basically expose all hidden targets 15 yards and prevents 20 seconds of stealth detection. I got caught on my rogue once and got screwed over because I got caught in it, so it's really an overpowered item. Next, I would also recommend buying is the music box. Basically, it reduces your detection of being caught. Basically, like if even on a non-stealth type class, I could be example on my mage or my hunter. Actually, I'll just close my mage and standing right next to an NPC enemy, and they don't see me. I could stand literally right next to them, and they don't do anything because of this item. So I would recommend buying it. Next is the recorder. Basically, if you use it in front of a raid, like a whole alliance raid, since I'm on a horde, and I used it, it calls down like a whole bunch of birds to pretty much attack them. It's pretty funny to watch. I'll show you guys. I think I have it on my rogue. See if I have it in my bags real quick. Okay, yeah, I have it on my bag, so I'll show you guys later on. Next one is the Swift Riding Crop instantly mounts in Ashran. This is the goggles that basically you can see who has artifacts in their bags. and then the grenade just freezes enemies in place. The battle standard is basically like a battleground standard, except this one only works in Ashran, increases versatility. The free action potion makes you immune and to slow effects for 15 seconds if you use it before they do it. Then there's a mount, and then just an invisibility potion. So that's all there is in the base, guys. So with that, we're gonna go on to the next spot. Okay, there. I should go over this real quick. Basically, what the Alliance version is doing right now is they're taking over all the flags, which I'll show you guys once I get up this hill. Fortunately, I did not take the best way. I just didn't want to get anxious across the bridge. Actually, I'll go over this real quick. This person has the ancient artifact. It increases damage and healing done by 200%. Only one player can have it. It spawns every 30 minutes. Whoever finds it first basically helps the other team, obviously. So it is really overpowered on a ranged class. If you're a melee, give it to a ranged class, because there's no point in having it really for a melee. You'll just pretty much usually always die. So with that, as I was saying, the flags spawn at crossroads right there in the middle. And basically how it works is your team captures the flag. If Alliance capture it, it comes this way down to our base. This is the very last flag right here, and once they capture this flag, they will be able to go enter our base and kill our faction leader for the quest, Ashran Dominance. And it's vice versa for Horde. You just go down to that over there on their side, capture the last flag, we go in their base, kill the faction leader for that. So that's all how the flags work, guys. So moving on to the next thing, Brute's Rise. We're gonna start here first. So how this works is you stand right next to this fire and you just capture all the fires. I believe there's 5 fires. All you do is wait for the line to go across, and once that's done, it'll turn red or blue depending on the faction. The scoreboard will be at the top. Whichever gets to the highest points wins. If you capture all 5 fires, it goes by really fast, like maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds tops. If you don't, it takes a long time, but that's pretty much how the event works, guys. You just capture the fires, wait for your line to go across, and that's basically it. There's one more thing I'm going to cover real quick, because I see there's another one. There's these things, power buffs at each event type area. Brute's Rise, there's an ogre in the cage. Basically, you free him. Okay, yeah, and I got the buff. I'll vanish real quick so I don't get all this trash on me real quick. So, anyways, how the boulder works is when you're out of combat, it's going to give you a shield, kind of like a pre-shield. It goes higher up every single time, and it is purge dispellable. So it is a really overpowered buff for like if you're facing against a rogue who can't dispel it or something like that. Yeah, just example. Or a warrior, unless he's pro and with the glyph. So yeah, that's all the buff set and how the event works at Brute's Rise, guys. So you just saw me pick up a Songflower. You're gonna always want to come here first in the Dark Woods. It's right next to Brute's Rise. What it does is increase your stats by 15%. It persists through deaths and it lasts an hour. So that's all what it does, guys. And you're always going to want to come here and get that first. It'll increase your damage, etc. So yeah, guys, you want to come here first and get that. There's rares all over Ashran. I'll just use this guy as an example. What they do is they drop a book for every class. The Warlock isn't really worth it. I'm sorry, guys, it just isn't. But I'll give you an example since I have one in my bags right now currently. The Rogues get 2 of them. I only have 1 right now for some reason. But Pickpocket, I could steal fragments from enemy players, so I could just pickpocket them in their bags and steal their fragments. So yeah, guys, those are what pretty much class books do. One of the class druid books, actually, they can fly around. So it's awesome to do, but unfortunately the druid one is also a low drop rate. So yeah, guys, that's what the rares do. There's also another power buff here, but unfortunately it's not up. Basically, if he's a rare also, but he's a different kind of rare, you just kill the rare and he'll give you a buff that basically, if you're at 1% HP and you're about to die from just a random player or something, it'll automatically heal you to 75% of your HP. So it is a ridiculously overpowered buff. It basically prevents your death. So yeah, guys, that is basically everything in the Dark Woods. Moving on to the next area. The next area right here is the Seat of Corlock. Basically, at this area, two ogres are going to spawn, and they will be on either side. Each faction has an ogre they gotta kill, I believe. So the Horde is on the right and the Alliance is on the left. I don't know, it doesn't really matter either way. You just gotta kill the ogre that's red for you, and once you do that, the Ogre King who's up on his throne will join down and help you fight. If the flags are going on at the time, he'll go to each flag and help you fight off the whichever faction is attacking you. So if you're Alliance, he'll help you kill Horde, and if you're Horde, he'll help you kill Alliance. So that's pretty much it. So moving on to the next one. Okay, yeah, these guys, these are the Wolf Riders I was going off, I mean, not off, but going on about earlier. If you summon them, they just walk around all over Ashran, as you can see, and yeah, they help you fight players. They don't go for the NPCs, they just ignore them. So anyways, the next thing I was going over is there's also another rare here, Panthora. He's in that cave over there, but that's not the main reason I was here. I want to show you guys that there's these things called Star Roots. They restore your HP basically, but depends. Every class is different. It goes for some reason. But the most important thing you want this is because of the reduced damage taken by 40%. So if you're in the middle of a fight and you cannot, like if you feel like you're not winning or you want an advantage or whatever, if you want your HP back, then just use it for the reduced damage taken. It is a 3-minute cooldown, unfortunately. So yeah, guys, that's another thing you should come over here immediately for. Same thing for the Star Roots. So like I said, guys, you just want to come here first. Same for like the Star Flower. Come here first for that. Next thing I'm going over is the Molten Quarry. This event, basically, all it is you just take ore. They spawn all over the map over here. The Alliance version, I believe, is in this corner, and Horde's in that corner. You just have to capture 20. That's all you gotta do. It's really easy. They just spawn, like I said, spawn all over them, and you just capture them. And just, yeah, like I said, guys, it's easy. Just bring them to here. You just click the ore. Next thing I'm going over is the power buffs for this area. Basically, if you're a Boomkin or a Hunter or something, you kill this geode and increase your damage by 100% and increases the healing by 100%. It is overpowered. You will hit like a truck. I've actually, on my full geared mage and all cooldowns, etc., I've hit 800k arcane blasts in one of my videos. It is ridiculous. So, like I said, you're just going to want to hit those for the extra damage increase. Okay, no, here it is. As I say, unfortunately, I don't see the rare buff up, but here it is. Okay, so here's what it does, guys. It basically jumps you high in the air. I did a recent video called Bouncing Mage, so I used this buff to bounce around and kill this monk over and over. I apologize to that monk if you're watching this. So yeah, it is a really fun buff to use. So guys, here's another thing I went over earlier. The Warlock Portal is up apparently. You can see the red buff up here. It says Warlock Gateway. If the Alliance kill this Warlock, they get 25 Conquest for free, and if you kill the Alliance Warlock, same thing. Basically, you can click this portal, and it'll travel to Amphitheater, and we'll go over this place next. Basically, what this event is, actually first I'll go over this rare real quick. The slippery slime, if I can grab it. They're really fast, so they're annoying to get, but I'll see if I can grab it real quick. Okay, I got it. What this does is it increases your speed. It has a chance to proc. See if I can get it to proc. Unfortunately, it's not procking right now. Alright, well, anyways, while it's procking, this event spawns right here in the middle of the tracks. And all you have to do is basically, okay, there it is, there it procs. See, I'm running really fast. It goes for a few seconds. And it also, even if your day is slowed, it keeps going. Like, that's one thing good about the item, is if you're slowed, it does not keep you slowed. So it's really overpowered buff too. Anyways, continuing on about the event. The stadium's actually going on, about to start right now. So anyways, as I was saying, what this event is you just go all over this track. You capture 5 laps. So it's probably the most boring event out of all of them. All you do is just stack on the eraser and you just go all over 5 times and you win. That's it, 5 laps. And it's like I said, it's really boring. That's it, just travel across the track. So yeah, guys, that's what Amphitheater is. It's about to start, so that's why the raid's coming here. So moving on to the next one is we're gonna go over is the graveyard. The graveyard here, unfortunately, is bugged for the Horde. It's not always bugged, but most of the time it's bugged, and you won't be able to res because Blizzard, for the entire expansion pack, has decided not to make it. I don't know how to describe it. I guess like not work. I guess the Alliance version, it's not bugged. You can be safe and grab it, and you'll be able to spawn there. Basically, that's how the graveyard works. Next time I'm going to go over is Ring of Conquest. Basically, how this works is it's just a free place to get your stack, like to get your books back. There's 3 rares here that spawn. Like, they're all dead. Somebody cleared it out recently. You get as many fragments as what you want. It's basically like a restock zone. You can get all your class books, all your fragments, and you can get those scrolls. You can get your prisons. Like I said, it's just a restock place. That's basically what this place is about. So that's all there is really to know about Ring of Conquest, guys. There's 2 more things I'm going to cover. The next place it's going to be is the Burial Grounds. Basically what this place is another event I'm going to go over in a second. I was hoping to see if there was that power buff here, but it isn't. Actually it is, but the Alliance just got it. Basically it gives you an NPC, the Vanguard Priest. It heals you, it follows you around. There's no passive buff, unfortunately. Oh yeah, I thought she saw me for a second. Anyways, there's no passive buff. I mean, to help you, like, to control it, is what I mean. And if a melee attacks it, you get feared, and there is no way to break it. Like, I mean, well, there is a way to break it if you use your PvP trinket. But yeah, even if you get damaged, it won't break it. Like, it's rather sad. I mean, it's so ridiculously overpowered. Like, you can take as much damage as you want, and it's not gonna break it. So that's what the power buff for here is. The next thing I'm going over is the event. What this event is there going to be ghosts spawning all over randomly, from up there to down here. You're going to want to control down here to make it easier to win. And there's going to be a button that comes up in the middle of your screen. So how it works is you use the button in the middle of your screen and click on the ghost and use the ghost catcher that pops up in the middle of your screen to capture the ghost. And it's basically all there is to it. And you don't kill the ghosts. I've seen so many people kill the ghosts, but you don't kill the ghosts. You just capture them with the button. That's really all there is to that. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much all there is to the burial grounds. The power buff is the priest, and there's a rare over there, like you can see, as you could have seen, that popped up in the middle of my screen. And then that's how the event works. So the final thing I'm going over is the mines. Basically, this is the final event. There is no power buff that I've seen in here. What this is I'll use an example. When it starts, there's going to be all these little ghosts around here. You have to get the killing blow on them. If you get the killing blow, you get a mark buff at the in the buff area. You'll see it. You can carry up to 10 buffs. Remember, you have to get the killing blow on the bird. If you don't get the killing blow on the bird, you don't have it. You can always tell if you got the killing blow at the buffs. Once you get the buffs on the bird, you'll bring it to this down here, the middle platform. Come down here, and there'll be a giant bird over here. And you turn it in. You come to him. He'll take it automatically. So that's how this event worked, guys. I hope you found this guide helpful, and if I missed anything, you guys can let me know. And I hope you guys found this helpful, and I'll see you guys later.